Public higher education isn't synonymous with being ahead of the information technology curve. The corporate world and private schools have access to resources we don't and are used to making huge investments in emerging technologies. Broward College aims to change that and become a technology leader. 2 years into our 5-year strategic technology plan, we are transforming the pace of IT in education. We are not just implementing technologies for technology's sake. We are carefully constructing infrastructure and services that suit the needs of every student, teacher, and administrator who calls Broward College home.
Technology has evolved over the last 10 years to where we now have a very rich and vibrant online, or whether it's online or even blended where students are doing a portion of their learning online, a very rich environment that engages the students, understands how they are learning, and is able to support them.
Technology is front and center to much of what we do.
It's that kind of creativity, it's that type of support that our IT office provides.
We are progressing. We are becoming visionaries. Most importantly, we are transforming the learning process with an emphasis on student success. Business as usual. It was a feeling we were far too comfortable with in years past. Prior to our adoption of the Strategic Technology Plan, technology providers were focused on tactical issues that supported the operations of the college. Our security model was immature. We realized we had a lot of ground to make up to serve the digital generation.
I'm most proud of the fact that technology has a vision, that the department itself has a vision. And this vision started years ago. I've been here for 22 years, and I'm very fortunate that working in student affairs, I was a part of the vision.
I think the days of traditional IT, where we basically have our data centers and we're dealing with servers and equipment, will be gone. I believe that we'll be investing in the cloud. We'll be spending more time as service providers and teaching students, faculty, and staff to be more proficient with the technology and using the technology.
We decided collectively that being good wasn't enough. Technology has changed every aspect of our lives, and it has become more important than ever for us to ensure rapid technology advancement and proficient use of technology.
For teachers, it allows the technology to change the way they teach. It allows students to learn from other students. It allows the classroom to become engaging, more interactive, and less mundane.
So technology really brings people together for common purposes.
We must be proactive, not reactive.
It's incredibly important to be proactive instead of reactive because technology is changing all the time. We have new technologies emerging, and Broward College needs to stay on the edge of what's tomorrow, not just what's today, but what's coming in the future. By being proactive, we can investigate new technologies. We can go out there, see what the students need, see what the faculty need, and not just about this year, but the next 5 years, the next 10 years. So it's important to stay proactive, continue evolving, making sure that our students and our staff have the need, that their needs are met, that their requirements are met, and that we assist them in student success, because that's what it's all about. And if we stay complacent with what we're doing, we won't move forward as an organization, as an IT organization. We won't move forward as a college.
You see the babies and strollers these days playing with iPads. So if that's not a message to us, then what is?
One of the most important elements of our growth focused around the centralization of IT support staff and repurposing both human and technology resources for the delivery of more efficient and customer-focused services.
I think it allows us to do our work in a more streamlined fashion with less steps, less paper to lose or misplace. Everything is available to you. It's on the computer. You can look things up easier. You can provide access to people in a faster fashion.
What we have here at all of our campuses, with the support of our IT area, are connected classrooms. These classrooms, and they take in consideration of the 21st century classroom and how to prepare teachers to teach in that environment. We've incorporated the use of smart podiums. And every year we're looking at ways to enhance the podium so that technology is just right at their disposal.
Our achievements include a wired and wireless network expansion that increased speeds tenfold, growing the foundation of a thriving online campus, rapid movement into cloud-based systems, and outsourcing to optimize efficiency.
It's really important for them to have access, because one of the biggest things in information technology that we're trying to move forward into the future is anytime, anywhere access.
It allows students to be able to access their student records online, see their transcripts, do a lot of things, register for courses online, take classes online.
So they can access their information, their data, software programs, their files, really from anywhere. It can be from their office, from their home, from their phone or mobile device. So that type of access for us is very important, that we provide that for now and for the future.
We have grown our organizational capabilities and improved our IT maturity level. We have become leaders in public and private higher education technology. We are taking a leadership role in how educational institutions implement security controls in the state of Florida and beyond. We have invested in sophisticated technologies designed to guard sensitive information, prevent a data breach, and most importantly, protect the identity of our faculty, staff, and students.
Very important for us to invest in security and prevent identity theft and fraud. We are replacing most of our logins for students with authenticated logins, so they won't be guessed. We'll be able to identify who's doing what on our network, which is important for us and for faculty. For security purposes, they need to make sure that if there's an intruder on campus, that they have the tools that they need in the classroom to alert and let somebody know.
Transformational change was inevitable and has led us beyond the competitive advantage we need to outpace our education peers and position us to compete with the corporate world. Our capabilities are beginning to surpass that of most higher ed institutions and many corporate environments.
When you look at how we sell ourselves to the community, believe it or not, we have to maintain our competitive edge as an institution. And the one way we do that is that when student groups, when our community comes on campus, yes, they're looking at the physical plant, they're looking at the buildings, spaces, etc., but they're also looking at our technology or technological infrastructure. They're looking to make sure that we are a tech-savvy institution.
Our next phase will take us to a higher level of IT maturity. We will run IT like a Fortune 500 company.
And so we like to be seen as innovative, and to be seen as innovative, we have to compare ourselves to the corporate world and do some of the things that the corporate world has done well. And higher education, sometimes they're looking to follow what a Broward is doing or some of the leading edge institutions.
Nowhere is technology progress more evident than the Health Sciences Simulation Center, which opened this fall on the Broward College Central Campus. It is one of the college's most technology-rich buildings.
So the first 2 floors are dedicated to the health sciences. We have simulation, but the 3rd floor is all classrooms.
We use the technology as a way to create a realistic environment, but not have the risk of using a real patient. And we create the atmosphere and the sense of
Urgency.
Outside the classroom, the implementation of Workday, a software-as-a-service cloud-based set of enterprise solutions, has revolutionized the way we run our organization. Designed for the needs of modern-day higher education students, it is a transformational change. Organizations now look to Broward to lead the way into cloud-based educational services.
Workday is a software-as-a-service solution company, and they provided us with technology that allows us to recruit on the go. We can recruit from our offices, we can recruit from the streets, we can recruit from our high schools, the grocery stores. As we meet students, we can move them into our student system and move them effectively and efficiently through our student system without having to be confined to an office.
The big data analytics tools we are developing continue to equip our stakeholders with information and actionable insight that allow us to predict and react.
In higher education today, there's one big thing driving us, and that is data. So as we've entered the age of big data, we're able to collect a lot of information about how students are learning, how they progress through courses.
Software that allows us to drill into data and to do reports and things that we need to do to show that the students are persisting and graduating and allowing us to pinpoint students who are at risk so we can offer services to those students, help them succeed.
We're now delving in to see what it means to us and what it means for our students and what our next steps should be.
BYOD, Bring Your Own Device, is another industry trend that Broward College is leading as we begin to offer flexible alternatives to setting up college-owned desktops in offices, classrooms, and instructional labs. This will require attention to mobile service systems, merging of data and social media, and creating ways to adapt to our constituents' specific needs. We are pushing even further to allow our students and faculty access to e-books and computer-based curriculum accessible via tablets, iPads, and other mobile devices.
So application virtualization is really going to allow the students and the staff, particularly faculty, to access that software from anywhere, from their home, from their mobile device, their phone, their tablet.
It's important to know the effectiveness of the services that we provide to students.
The traditional classroom is not dead, but is changing rapidly. We will continue to innovate with everything we do as we grow Broward College into a state-of-the-art institution that transforms the way we teach and learn.